Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here with the Akula trying to win the KTM GTX. Now, the KTM came before. Some people already have it, but I don't. I never bothered to get it the first time it was around. Probably because it was something to do with I believe Showdown leagues, which I didn't like that much. So in any case, here's my chance to get it because I need it in order to progress in the event to ultimately win that McLaren. So what I'm going to do is finish my runs here. I just hit about 1,000 and I'm trying to get to 1,300. I didn't think the earlier runs were all that important, but here is where things should get more interesting. Now, the Akula is the third fastest car theoretically in the Showdown. This is day 2. So, generally, day 1, you want the Apex car to make it through 1,300. There's just too many people with really good cars competing in the beginning. So, those of us with slower cars will have to wait a day or two. And it really goes down the rank like that. So, if you have the third fastest car, it'll take 2, 3 days, 4 days to get there. Maybe second day like today. And if you have the 4th or 5th fastest car, like the Pista or something along those lines, then you have to wait maybe another day or two. A little bit of matchmaking luck is involved as well. And ultimately, you know, learning the shift pattern, having the car fully maxed, all these are factors in how long it'll take you to get there. The less upgrades you have, the longer it's going to take. The Akula, fortunately, is a very easy car to drive. Basically launch pretty quick to second. Not necessarily instant, but quick to second. And then nitrous in third and, you know, pretty much deep good shifts and you should get very close to 7.3s. Where the car dyno's about 7.36. I'm able to hit around 7.3s. Now, all these cars fully maxed are rather sensitive about launch. So if you launch it wrong, you can still lose time. So just because you have the car that's good doesn't mean that you're going to win. Now, this Porsche is the, quote, number 2 or number 1 fastest unless you get the prize car from the event. So that should be able to beat me if it's maxed. Now, he's not pulling up on me, so either he wasn't maxed or he was having some problems with launch or shift. Doesn't matter. As long as I take the win, I'm just going to move on and head towards that 1,300. So the further you go, the closer you get to your goal, the more challenging your opponents are going to be, because these are the same guys that are struggling, like some of us are, or not, to get to this point. Depend on luck, and depend on matchmaking, and depend on who is playing, right? I'm actually playing this during a time of day where I think less veteran players and seasoned players may be on. So it gives me a better shot at potentially meeting players that I can actually beat. So with regard to the hierarchy, if I see a car that I know I can beat, I just need to drive well and I can get it. The Pista Spider is one of the examples. Even if it's fully elite, it simply can't match the time that I can run in the Akula. Therefore, I should be able to win. And that's the sad truth of Showdown, right? The cars are lined up based on their dyno and hierarchy. You may have the fastest version of your car, but if it's number 4 in the list and you ran into number 3 in the list who's fully maxed and knows how to drive it, you're going to lose. There's been a few Showdowns where cars are much closer in time, but this one's not. There's a nice gap between each car. For example, the Porsche is 7.1, my car is 7.3, the Pista is like 7.6. So you can see how this progresses. Gets worse for the guys that are slower. And if you have the Huracan, that's also not able to do as well either. So as long as you have the fastest car, you should be okay. I think that Porsche might have already got the car and he's just giving me races because that's an awfully slow run for him to be up in this area. So he's probably just giving me the race, which I appreciate because that pushed me to 1298. Of course, the game never lets you just hit 1,300. It's always going to screw you a little bit. That's intentional, I'm pretty sure. Even though, if you look at the chart, it said I had 1,303. All right. I mean, I jumped through that chart a little quick, but if you scroll back, you can see it was 1,303. So, final run, again, Pista Spider. So I know I'm going to win this. Now, this is it. I'm going to get the car, right? But assuming there isn't problems with say the trophy count's not counting, the trophy count being late, etc., etc. What I usually do, just to kind of not, well, it's a buffering, but it doesn't necessarily mean much. Just to make sure I should be okay, what I do is I kind of sit on the 20-second race is how it took, but I sit on the screen for a second to let the match, not the match, but the trophy count to catch up. I want it to catch up. And once it catches up, then you should be okay to go back to garage. And even when you get back to garage, you may still need to give it a little time to let the trophy count catch up. And that could be positive or negative depending on where the counts are. If it didn't count well, it may go against you, but if it counts well, it should be okay. So you do the claim all. Oh, there's still a reward there. You see it? It's still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click off and back in, and there it is. The car's there. So that essentially allows me to collect my KTM GTX. Again, this actually is a decent car by all accounts. I'm glad I finally got it. I'll build it for the event, but I'll probably also tweak it for live racing. I believe this is a pretty decent live racer. I could be wrong. I mean, there are so many cars in the game, I can't remember everything. But that's it. I collected the car, I got the KTM, and my little quick 1300 run was completed. So I hope you liked that quick little video. Again, the Akula Foley Max, pretty easy to get to 1300 to get the KTM Expo. And if you are running a slower car, good luck. Give it time, be patient, and you should get there. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and you like this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell. You get notifications when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.